Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So you guys know I love talking about eyelashes, and that's what I'm going to be doing in this video today. I'm going to show you how I apply my individual lashes like I'm wearing right now. I also have a video up on how I apply my strip lash. So if you're interested in that and haven't seen it yet, go check it out. But in this video, I'm going to show you how I apply my individual lashes, and I hope this is something you're interested in, and please keep on watching. So as you guys can tell, I have my makeup done except for my top lashes, and I always pull my hair back just to have it out of the way so I have like a free zone to work with. The first thing we're gonna need, of course, is our eyelash glue. Right here I use Duo. I use the blue one that's a clear adhesive, and also of course we're gonna have our individual lashes handy. I also went ahead and I always take a little piece of like cardboard or anything like that you have laying handy. I take this piece of cardboard and I put on a little bit of glue, and I let that sit there for about 10 minutes before I actually start to get it nice and tacky. And it's really important, especially when you apply a big amount of glue like that, that you give it time to set and get tacky. Otherwise this can get really hard, it's gonna get messy, and it's gonna get all over the place. So that's my number one tip: let the glue dry, especially when working with individual lashes, because you're gonna need to put down a bunch of glue like this, so it takes extra time to dry. So that's the first thing we're gonna do. We're gonna let that sit for a little bit. We will also need a tweezer. I'm just gonna need to have the mirror a little bit closer to actually be able to apply the lashes. You can see I'm using these ones right here. These are by ARDELL, and I get these at the drugstore. I like to use individual lashes that are a little bit different in length, because you might not want to apply the same length to the middle or the outer corner as you do on the inner corner, but that's totally up to you. They make them in all sizes. You can go super natural and you can go super dramatic. So what I typically like to do is I like to just place one at the center just to start out, and to just kind of like get an idea of what I want them to look like. And this is the great thing about individual lashes: you can create your own lash, you can make them as dramatic and as natural as you like, and that's what I love about them. And they also come out looking a little bit more messy, meaning like they're not like a strip lash where everything is perfectly placed. Therefore they do look more natural, which is what I love about it. It does take a little bit more time, but to be honest with you, sometimes in the beginning, especially, strip lashes can be a little bit hard, and if you don't get them on right from the beginning, the whole strip is on wrong and the whole eyelash just looks ridiculous. So with these ones you can get away with making mistakes, whereas with the strip lash you really have to get that as perfect as possible. This might take a little longer, but it looks more natural at the end. So let's go ahead and get started, and I'm gonna grab one of the bottom ones, which are the longer ones. I'm gonna take my tweezer. I'm gonna pop one of those out. And there you go, I grab my individual lash with my tweezer like that. And then what I do is I dip the end, the little knot, I dip that into the glue. There you go. Oops, I might have put on a little bit too much, but you know. I just kind of place my hand on my face for support, and then I just pop it on like that. Just make sure it's secure. There you go. And that is the first lash. Of course, in the beginning it looks ridiculous. You're like, okay, but it's gonna all come together. And you basically just repeat the steps. I'm gonna go ahead and grab another one, same length. I'm dipping that into the glue. And I add that right next to it. Right there. And now I actually grab the longest one, the bottom one, because I want to place this on the outer corner. Once the glue is nice and tacky, all you have to do is just place it down and it sticks. Whereas if the glue is not dry, they're just gonna slide all over the place and it's gonna be a hot mess. So again, I cannot emphasize that enough. make sure your glue is nice and tacky. You can just go ahead and use as many as I did right now. I like a little bit of a more fuller lash, so I'm gonna apply some more, but that's basically what you do. You just repeat the steps, 1, 2, 3. So now I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye. I haven't really decided if I'm done with this one first. I like to kind of like put some lashes on the other eye and then measure it out as I go. So I'm gonna proceed and do the same steps. I'm gonna start on the center on this eye and just kind of follow the same as I did on my right eye right here. So let's go ahead. So now I kind of have on the lashes that I want. Now I just compare them and maybe add 1 or 2 to make them as even as possible. But that's what I really like about the individual lashes, that they're not supposed to look even. They're supposed to look a little bit messy and more natural. So it's okay if they're not exactly placed alike. I don't necessarily like that, but I do want to keep them as even as possible and as full as possible. You don't want to wear too much on one eye and just a few on the other one, because that's just going to look so silly. So I think I want to just place maybe a few more, but we are coming to an end. It can be tricky, these little guys. And I think that's all I'm gonna apply. Now I'm just gonna wait for the eyelash glue to completely dry down. Quickly, I wanted to mention, because I think I forgot to mention that at the beginning, whenever I do lashes, whether it's individual lashes, a strip lash, I always line my eyes first, because I find no matter how close you get to the lash line, a lot of times, most times, you can still see the glue a little bit shine through. And I always tell everybody that, because especially for beginners working with eyelashes, it really helps you hide that eyelash glue, like I said, so it allows for a little bit more mistakes. You don't have to be as accurate. It's just a good trick, and I always use an eyeliner when applying lashes. Okay, you guys, I think that's all I'm gonna do for now. I'm gonna just wait for the eyelash glue to completely dry down. Then I'm gonna apply a coat of mascara to mix them in with the natural lashes, and then we're done, and I will be back. Okay, you guys, so this was my quick little tutorial on how I apply my individual lashes. I hope you liked it. I hope you learned something, and I hope this is something you're going to want to try out. As always, if you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Other than that, have a great day or night wherever you guys are, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take our Duo lip glue. Ow.